Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So fun fact about me, I haven't been sick in like 2 years and my diet is basically just air fried chicken, rice, broccoli, and sometimes an omelet. But today we're not talking about that. We're gonna be talking about my life in Malaysia and my customer service experience in Malaysia. And everybody knows customer service is a pain in the ass and it's like it drains your soul. But working in Malaysia in a country that speaks bare minimum 3 different languages, you aren't just a cashier, okay? You're a walking talking Google Translate. At least that's what people are hoping you are. I don't know why they hope you would be there. Like, let's be honest. If somebody's a walking, talking Google Translate, they wouldn't be working as a cashier. They would be like a linguist, a translator, you know? Like, not a fucking cashier. But hey, I don't know, man. These customers, man, they exist to piss you off. So let's start with that. There was one time I was working at Mr. DIY. For those who don't know, Mr. DIY is basically like the holy grail of random hardware and household stuff. It's just a store, a franchise store that just has all the hardware and random household stuff. They just have it. They just have everything in there, okay? Except for like, I can't even think of anything that they don't have. So one day, right, while I was working at the cashier there back then, there was this guy. He walks up to me looking for like a curtain hook, you know, for his curtains, obviously. So he asked me for the item in Malay. Now my Malay is okay for fine everyday stuff, but he used a very specific word for this curtain piece hook thing, and I've never heard of it in my life. So I'm like, I look at him and ask, "Sir, could you please say it in English or describe it so I can help you find it?" Simple, right? He's like, "No." Instead of just, telling me, helping me help him, letting me help him, this dude looks at me and he goes, "You live in Malaysia. You should know what it's called in Malay." I'm like, "Bro, it's 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm not in the mood for this shit. I still have 5 hours of my shift today. I don't want to deal with this crap. Okay?" You know what I mean? I'm trying to like give you your goddamn curtain hook. Not take a language exam. I don't need it, okay? Like this. If my language was that good, I wouldn't be working here. Let's be honest. So since he refuses to cooperate, right? He didn't want to tell me what it was. So I told him, "Can you say it again in Malay?" So I took out my phone and I wanted to Google Translate it so I can get this over with. And this man looks at me and says, "Don't Google it. You're supposed to know." I'm like, "You want the fucking hook or not?" Like, dude, what do you want from me? I just work here. You want your hook or do you not? Just tell me. Like, what the fuck do you want from me? Like, you're gatekeeping translation? Like, what do you want? It's a fucking metal curtain like, it's a metal curtain hook thing. Like, what do you want from me? Like, you want your item or not? Like, fucking hell. You know? It's so annoying. So dumb. And that is why I will never do a cashier job ever again, and I'd rather be a busboy. Second story is my one time, the only bad time that I had working at McDonald's with a customer. But yeah. So first of all, why does every single McDonald's ice cream machine just don't work? Just kidding. Ours actually worked most of the time, but the one time that it didn't, of course, problems happened. So, like, at my branch, right, the machine usually worked, and this was the one time it was down. So my manager told me on that day to tell every single customer who walked through the fucking door that there was no ice cream today, even if they aren't ordering it. Like you don't think that old man with that looks like he would have diabetes is gonna order ice cream? Well, tell him that we don't have ice cream anyways. You know, like, okay, sure. So someone will walk up and I have to go, sir, welcome to McDonald's. We have no ice cream today. And they look at me like, okay, bro, I just wanted a McChicken. I just wanted a cheeseburger, man. Calm down, you know. Like, but you know what's even worse? So a guy comes in with his kid. So I assumed that they might want ice cream. So I told him the ice cream machine was broken, right? And so he was like, "Oh, okay, sure, whatever." So he didn't order the ice cream, but like, he got his meal and asked me for extra salt. Now I didn't work in the fry station before yet during the time, and I wasn't the one working at it that day either. So I genuinely and I just thought like all McDonald's fries just came pre-salted from the back, and we didn't like have separate salt bags or anything. And plus before that day, there were like other customers that came in, asked for that ordered fries and wanted extra salt. And I'm like, we don't give those out. And they just were like, oh, okay. And they just dealt with it, right? So I just told them what I always told everyone. So I told them, no, we don't give out extra salt here. So I told them, yeah, we don't give out salt, sir. And then he goes absolutely insane on my ass. He started screaming, First you deny me of my ice cream, and now you're denying me of salt. What is wrong with you? You're a horrible piece of shit." His kid was standing right next to him. His kid just finished school because he was still in his school uniform. So it's like, I don't know if it's embarrassing for me, or it's embarrassing for the kid, or that guy is embarrassing his kid, except his kid doesn't know it yet. I'm not really sure. So, yeah, he just went crazy. And then after like screaming in front of the counter, in front of everybody, right, basically berating me because I was doing what I was told to do, one of our coworkers brought out salt and gave it to him. And I'm like, you guys always told me we don't give out extra salt. And where the fuck did you get that salt, bitch? You know, like, where did you get that? And then the customer's like glaring at me, and I'm standing there like, damn, I can't believe now I look like the guy that gatekeeps salt. Like, fuck. I look like a piece of shit. Like, god damn it. Like, why does nobody tell me anything? Fuck's sakes. But you know what? Those two things were mild compared to this one time. It wasn't at McDonald's though, or was it at Mr. DIY? It was another Malaysian franchise store. It's called Old Town White Coffee. I think most of them are shutting down now because, like, I don't know what happened, but most of them are shutting down now. So I don't know. But that time when I was working at one, right? I was paid minimum wage, like all the jobs previously. Except DIY wasn't as busy as these other two. But this one was the busy, yes, because I remember it. It was like a busy Thursday night. Well, it wasn't busy yet, right? Around 5 p.m., my manager comes up to me and says, hey, go take your dinner break early and I was like, can't I have it at 6? And she's like, no, because 6 p.m. dinner rush is going to be absolutely insane, so I need you to be working. And I'm thinking, alright, fair enough, that makes sense. So I'm like, okay, then I'll just go eat, right? And then by 6 p.m., I clock back in, the rush hour starts, the restaurant is filled with people. Like, I don't know why people like going there so much. They serve like the most basic of the basic Malaysian food. Except it's more expensive because, you know, there's air conditioning. So I don't know why there were so many that just, no, so many people that go there, but there's a lot. So I'm supposed to be the waiter in the store, right? So, but I also work at the register. So I'm the cashier and I'm the waiter, which is like usually comes with the job. It's like the same position. But on that day, I was also the bus boy, which also came with the job. But the big thing was that the restaurant was packed, and I was the only one working. So I had to take the customers' money. I had to bring them the food. I had to take their order. And I had to clean up after them. So I'm doing like a 3-in-1 combo deal of manual labor for minimum wage with no help. And I'm not getting paid 2 people's wages. I'm getting paid for 1. So I was doing like a bunch of jobs at once. I was running around, sweating, almost spilled drinks on people. Good thing I didn't. And then trying to punch numberings to the system while holding 3 dirty plates. Yeah, I remember that. And like taking orders in different languages because nobody wants to speak the same language because of cultural pride or whatever. I don't really know. I don't really care. And you know, I should have been getting like at least 2 separate paychecks for that shift alone, but I wasn't. So I'm like panicking, and I'm like, my manager must be like dying in the back, dealing with an emergency order or whatever, right? And then I look around, I see her, my manager, sitting there, relaxed, on her phone, eating her dinner break. Basically, she had her break. Casually scrolling through her phone, eating her noodles, playing her games, and after eating, just sitting there watching YouTube, seeing me struggling like, oh. It looked like a Smash Bros. 1v4 tournament. And my controller was unplugged. That's what it felt like. Okay? She wasn't doing anything. That was the moment I'm like, you know what? I don't get paid enough for this shit. Fuck this job. So I quit the next day. Because like I was like 17 at the time. So they couldn't like, and we didn't need to sign any contract or whatever because it was a minimum wage job. And I was 17. So after that shift, I decided, you know what? Fuck this job. I quit. And that was that. I never went back to that shop since. And now even if I wanted to go back, I can't because that place is gone. So yeah, kind of sucks to be them. So yeah, that's kind of my experience. Well, my bad experience working at minimum wage. Like, I can't believe there are so many funny shit that happened to me. Like, somebody that doesn't want you to use Google Translate. Somebody just wants salt. They just need that shit, bro. They need that sodium. And some managers who will just say, oh, you're not allowed to take a break because there's gonna be a lot of people, so you have to take it now. And then they take a break on the time that they don't let you, and I'm like, well, what the fuck? Well, that's not fair. So yeah, that's basically all I want to talk about. So yeah, for anyone that watches this, do you guys have any bad minimum wage jobs, bad experience that you guys had? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, watch more of my videos. Thanks, bye-bye.